Hello everyone, I am Aishwarya, Assistant Professor in Department of Computer Application from SFR College, Sivagasi. Today I am teach about the electronic mail from the computer networks. The learning objectives are what is email, the history of an email, the structure and architecture of email and the components of email. First we are going to see what is electronic email. Electronic email, which is also called as email, it is one of the most widely used internet service. This service allows an internet user to send a message to another internet user in a structured manner in any part of the world. The message not only contains text, it also contains image, audio, video, etc. The person who sends the message is called sender and the person who receives the message is called recipient. The email system are based on the store and forward model, in which email server systems accept, forward, deliver and store messages on behalf of user who only needs to connect to the email infrastructure. Next, the history of email. Today's internet email service was created in the early ARPANET. The standards for encoding the messages were proposed as early as, for example, in 1973 RFC 561. An email sent in the early 1970s looks very similar to send today's internet emails. Network based email was initially exchanged on the ARPANET in the extension to the FTP, that is File Transfer Protocol, but is today carried by the SMTP, that is Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. Next, comparing postal mail and email. Here the diagram represents the envelope encapsulates the messages. It contains all the informations needed for transporting the messages such as destination address, priority and security level of all, which are distinguished from the message itself. The message transport agents use the envelope for routing. Next, the structure of emails. The email message consists of two components: message header, message body. The message header contains control information including an organizer emails message and one or more recipient addresses. Usually additional information is added such as message header, message body. Message header contains control information including a organization email address and one or more recipient address. Usually additional information is added such as a subject header field. Message body, it contains text, that is the actual content message that to be sent. Header field. The message header should include at least the following fields. 2. Specifies the DNS address of the primary recipients. CC, it refers to the carbon copy. It specifies address of secondary recipients. BCC, it refers to blind carbon copy. It is very similar to CC. The difference between CC and the BCC is that it allows user to send copy to the third party without primary and secondary recipient knowing about this. From, it specifies the name of the person who wrote messages. Sender, it specifies email address of person who has sent message. Received, it refers to identity of the sender's data and also time message was received. It also contains the information which is used to find bugs in routing system. Return path, it is added by the message transfer agent. This path is used to specify how to get back to the sender. Next, email address. To deliver a mail, the system must use the addressing system with unique addresses. Address consists two parts: local part, domain part. These are separated by @ symbol. Like a postal address, an email address specifies the destination of an electronic message. An internet email address looks like this. Username at domain name. The username is a unique name that identifies the recipient. The domain name is the address. Many people can share the same domain name. Next one is the architecture of the email. The architecture of the email system consists of two subsystems: user agent, message transfer agent. User agent, which allows people to read and send email. Message transfer agent, which move the messages from source to the destination. Next, architecture. These are the four scenarios most commonly used to exchange the email. First scenario, second scenario, third scenario, fourth scenario. In the first scenario, diagram represents the sender and the receiver of the email are on the same system. They are directly connected to the shared system. The administrator has created one email box for each user where the received messages are stored. Only the owner of the mailbox has access to it. Here the diagram, when Alice sent a message to Bob, Alice run the user agent program to prepare the message to store it in the Bob's mailbox. Second scenario, in this diagram represents the sender and the receiver or users two different systems. The message needs to be sent over the internet. Here we need UAS and MTAs. The sender needs to use a UA program to send message to the system at the own site. The recipient needs a UA program to retrieve messages. Here two MTA are needed, one for client, one for the server. Next, the third scenario. Here the diagram represents the recipient, as in the second scenario, is directly connected to the system. Sender is connected to the system via point-to-point wired area network such as dial-up modem or cable modem. Sender still needs a UA to prepare the message. Here the UA represents the user agent. Then through a path of the MTA means that is mail transfer agent, send the message through the LAN or WAN. Fourth scenario. In this, the recipient is also connected to mail server by WAN or LAN. After the message has received, recipient needs to retrieve it. Here we need another set of client or server agent. Recipient uses a MAA, that is mail access agent, client to retrieve the messages. The client needs a request to the MAA server and request the transfer of the messages. Here need two UAs, two pair of MTAs and a pair of MAAs is the most common situation today. And user agent. The first component of email system is user agent, that is UA. It is a program that provides a graphical interface or text and comment interface that lets user interact with the email system. It provides the services to the user to make the process of sending and receiving a message easier. The UA is a software package that compose, read, replies to and forward messages. It also handles the mailboxes and acts of sending the new messages into the mail system for delivery is called mail submission. Next, the function of UA and MIME. MIME, that is multi-purpose internet mail extension. Here the diagram represents the electronic mail system can send messages only in NVT 7-bit ASCII format. For example, it cannot be used for languages that are not supported by 7-bit ASCII characters such as French, German, Russian, Chinese and Japanese. Also, it cannot be used to send binary files or video or audio data. Multi-purpose internet mail extension, that is MIME, is a supplementary protocol that allows non-ASCII data to be sent through email. MIME transfers non-ASCII data at the server sender side to NVT ASCII data and delivers them to the client MTA, that is mail transfer agent, to be sent through the internet. The message at the receiving side is transformed back to the original data. MIME is a set of software function that transfers non-ASCII data. Message transfer agent. The actual message transfer is done through the MTA. To send mail, a system must have client MTA. To receive mail, the system must have server MTA. The protocol that defines the MTA client and server in the internet is called SMTP, that is Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. SMTP defines how commands and response must be sent back and forth. Mail access agent. The first and the second stages of mail delivery use SMTP. SMTP is a push protocol. On the other hand, the third stage needs a pull protocol. The client must pull messages from the server. The direction of the bulk data is from the server to the client. At this stage, the message access agent is used. Key points to remember: UA prepares the message, creates the envelopes and puts the message in the envelope. Mail address is like local part at domain name. Main purpose internet mail extension MIME, that is MIME, allows the transfer of the multimedia messages. MTA transfers the mail across internet, a LAN or a WAN. SMTP uses commands and response to the transfer of message from between a MTA client and a MTA server. Post Office Protocol version 3, that is POP 3, and Internet Mail Access Protocol version 4, IMAP 4, are used for pulling message from the mail server. Thanks for watching this video. Thank you.